all decked out as they made their way off the bus and into the arena earlier on. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express, dress like a pro. The tallest building in the state of Indiana, the Chase Tower, rising high above our location today at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline, courtside, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, we're seeing a new trend in NBA practices. Coaches are marking the court in different ways to help players visualize where they need to be.
To talk about this, David, some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Drummond.
Well, we're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the court.
Now the Lakers starting group. Andre Drummond is out there with Jokic. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's DeRozan in at the 2 spot. And for the Pacers, Steph Curry's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And there's Miles Turner. And Steele in at the 3 spot.
Typical choice for the defense, right? You're setting off, he drains the jumper. In this instance, you give him a step and he finishes with a big-time drive. When he first came into the NBA, many thought Bradley Beal would be a mostly catch-and-shoot shooting guard. But this guy is proven he can definitely shoot, but there's so much more to his game. He can create for others. He can get himself off on the bounce. He is a terrific all-around guy now.
Here's DeRozan following the basket by Stephen Curry.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter is going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
And here's the Lakers. 4-point game. Irving. And again, no good by the Lakers. And with Beal, Doris, he's been more aggressive at attacking the rim.
And Kevin, it's worked out for him because he's gotten to the line more, and that allows you to become a consistent scoring presence. Boy, the dynamic nature of Beal's offensive game has really elevated.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Drummond working against Turner. Drummond in the post. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Pacers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Curry against Irving. Pass to Beal. The teardrop. No good. Good D by Siakam. DeRozan surveying the D. He kicks it to Irving. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, this is the beauty of Kyrie Irving. You think of him as a creator, but this guy in a catch and shoot just as lethal.
DeRozan against Leonard. Again, lays it up and banks it in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now, here is Irving. Lobbed up there for Drummond. No good that time.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that. Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Irving passes to DeRozan. Here's Drummond. He's covered by Leonard. Irving against Curry. And another 3 for the Lakers.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
From the stripe. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Hey, They had their opportunity. Let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Well, you know this, Greg, because you played in the NBA. You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Again, Los Angeles. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Pacers. The pass to Beal. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Adebayo. A deep three from Leonard. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Boston. DeRozan passes to Jokic. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Pass to Curry. And Curry with the stop.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard. That's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And Drummond kicks to DeRozan. A step back shot here. And he overshot that one, missing. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
And the Lakers with possession here. Following the score by Indiana. Pass to Siakam. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very good at making the weak coverage pay.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down, from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
Here's Curry following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And stolen by Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, that's executing in alley-oop if ever I saw one. DeMar DeRozan, he loves these highlight reel plays.
Irving against Curry. A shot off that time.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Outside DeRozan. It's stolen by Curry. And Leonard has it in the corner. The shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Irving against Curry. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base is teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
Guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Indiana. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Porzingis is checked in for Jokic. John Collins comes in for Andre Drummond. Fields checked in for Pascal Siakam. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pacers trail by 6. Outside Turner. Curry on the wing. And they get it. He lays it in. 8 points for him.
The wonderful touch and creative finishing abilities, the amount of English Steph Curry can finish shots with, just incredible.
And there's the pass to Porzingis. laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside Turner. Curry on the wing. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. That's 10 points for Steph Curry.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Collins finds Porzingis. And it's sent back by Turner.
There is so much to love about Kristaps Porzingis. Over 7 feet, sweet shooting jumper, but aggression. This guy will back down from no one.
Porzingis not only quick to adapt to the NBA game, but also the culture.
I think it helps, Kevin, that he got tutored in the English language starting in grade school. And think about it, Kevin. This man wore his hair in cornrows back then, emulating the NBA players he saw. So both linguistically, culturally, and basketball-wise, it wasn't too big an adjustment for him.
The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself. Even as a leader of his team, he wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
It's absolutely incredible to me the amount of work Steph Curry has to put in order to get open shots. The reason every defender is using every trick at his disposal to slow him up. And you have to, guys, right? Because if he gets an inch of room, it's over.
Stephen Curry hits them both. Indoors with the physicality of defense on Curry. He doesn't get a lot of free throws out of it.
Well, you think about Steph Curry's willingness to attack a closeout, right? Teams want to get him off the three-point line. So he has got to be willing to attack the cup, and he's more than capable of getting there.
So it's the Pacers now. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Back to Curry. Curry's got 15 points.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
How about Jordan Clarkson, the ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play?
And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all three levels.
Gordon for three, but they recover it. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
The Pacers shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch four, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can bring him an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Porzingis passes to Collins, taken away by Anthony. Now Clarkson, he's guarded by Collins. Clarkson against Redick. Clarkson kicks to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis with the steal. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Outside, Redick. Outside, Porzingis. And the Lakers with another miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now here's Morant following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Morant passes to Hield. Shot clock at 6. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The feed now to Markkanen. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man pretty fast.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Outside, Porzingis. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
It's stolen by Hield. Here's Morant. And that one drops.
This is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Pacers as they wrap up the first quarter on a 15-5 run. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Domantas Sabonis. Bledsoe is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me in the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Now here's Morant. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go. And Harris steps it in.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there.
Now here's Bledsoe. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Clarkson. The rebound by the Lakers. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Harold. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Harold. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge. His style, very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? But probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Pacers. Bledsoe outside. Beal against Siakam from about 16. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Beal.
That jumper translates to every spot on the floor. Bradley Beal becomes harder and harder to guard.
Here's Siakam. Nice D from Sabonis.
His defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's DeRozan after Indiana gets the 3. Out to the right wing. Pass to Jokic. Siakam outside. On deep. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Anthony. Marks it on the wing. 3-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And Harris puts it in. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Bledsoe looking it over. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Siakam. Here's Jokic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot. So he was reliable when he went to the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Adebayo is checked in for Sabonis. Turner comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Leonard in for Jordan Clarkson. Free throw, good. Jokic. Here's Bledsoe. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Bledsoe against Irving. Over Bledsoe. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
Doris, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
First free throw is good.
Well, an NBA champion. That's what we can say about Kyrie Irving. This guy embraces the challenges and loves the spotlight.
And so Irving nails both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Bledsoe kicks to Turner. Back to Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he hits the jump shot.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up desperate as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now, here's Irving. 16 points for him. Outside, Beal. Pass to Leonard. No good on that one. 18 that time from Harrell. Turner against DeRozan. Jokic trying to free himself out. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Stephen Curry, who's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Drummond's checked in for the Lakers. Inside, here's Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Jokic drops them both.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Curry against Irving. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Nails the wide open jump shot. Curry's got 17 now.
Well, there's no doubt Stephen Curry has his favorite spots. But his jumper always is going to cause the defense problem no matter the location.
Now here's DeRozan. Last game we saw him score 13. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Out to DeRozan. The 3.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Fires from 18. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Beal.
This guy plays with such confidence and an ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
And here's Jokic. 9 points in the game so far. Offensive rebound to DeRozan. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. DeRozan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Curry passes to Turner. Outside Curry. That's the 3 fly. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only 1 triple for him tonight.
The dish to DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, that's really good work inside from DeMar DeRozan. You know, he knows how to get position where a defender is almost forced to foul him.
First trip to the line for him here. Makes the first.
Well, I think you know what you're going to get from DeMar DeRozan at the free throw line. Year in and year out, this guy's going to be about 80-85%.
Hits one, and this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Its way from Curry for 2. No good there with the step back J. Los Angeles leading by 5. Siakam kicks to Jokic. with the steal. Outside Leonard. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Indiana. And the Raptors went all in training for Kawhi Leonard last season, Doris. Great talent surrounding him in Toronto, but this past summer, he decided to move on.
But Kevin, a championship makes the gamble worthwhile if you were Toronto. For Kawhi, any team he plays on is going to have a chance to win. And now this young man, a champion, starts a new chapter.
To choose the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack him.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Gordon, and it's sent back by Jokic. And DeRozan, here we go, and DeRozan throws it down.
Well, doing what he does best. DeMar DeRozan hits the afterburner on the drive, catches the defense flat-footed.
Irving with the steal, and here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Good on the bucket. Siakam's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Timeout called the Pacers. Doris Ibakov was so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people who were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Very well.
Incredible.
Fast break. Here we go. Here's Curry with the three. That one doesn't go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's DeRozan. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for the Lakers. Buddy Hield comes in for Pascal Siakam. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Here's Leonard. The shot that time, not on target. Collins with some nice D.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now here's Curry. 20 points for him. Outside Gordon. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Lakers. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. They kick out to Hield. A minute 42 left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. Back to Irving. Over Gordon. Collins passes to Drummond. Second chance effort. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. Good D by Hield.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's Irving missing.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to the ball.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Irving with it. 16 points for him. Shoots over Curry. Another miss by Irving.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end. Certainly, he cannot buy a bucket right now.
When he came into the league, Eric Gordon was was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon, the last few seasons, has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
And Indiana making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Porzingis is coming in for Andre Drummond. And it's Morant in for Kyrie Irving. And he sinks the second. 43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Morant kicks to Porzingis. Markkanen pulls it in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Houston.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact with the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
That's just good offense beating good defense, something Morant's grown accustomed to.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the Sun.
Thanks, Kevin. Why you have grown so much offensively throughout your career.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Lakers leading by 4. Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Andre Drummond is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Irving. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Irving up top, guarded by Curry. Back to Irving. To the paint. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
That's just great savvy in a pick-and-roll situation run perfectly by Kyrie Irving.
Pass to Leonard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Jokic high post. He's against Turner. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow. Irving, good. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
Boy, has a man in his grill, and it doesn't bother Kyrie Irving at all. He performs under duress consistently.
Curry kicks to Beal. Lets it go. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Siakam outside. To the middle. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Siakam. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's the pass to Leonard. That one's not going to go. Nice
feisty from DeRozan.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
They're beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Here's Siakam, and Siakam throws it down.
That is what we call starting and finishing the break. Pascal Siakam, boy, is he fast up the floor.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DeRozan. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 21 points a game, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to. Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard, twice on the lights with that 7'3" wingspan.
Now, Jokic, he's got 11. Down low. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris, defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt. At 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Throw, good. Jokic. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Leonard dishes to Turner. Kicks to Curry. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Irving, and the officials call a traveling violation. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the Pacers.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Curry kicks to Turner, trying to get something going, and too long on the shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's sent back by Turner. DeRozan against Curry. From downtown. And it's Irving with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Leonard, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 15. Here's DeRozan. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
Well, do not lay off of DeMar DeRozan. He will destroy you with that pull-up game.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Some changes for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Clarkson in for Kawhi Leonard. And the Lakers also making a change. Harrell's checked in. Curry with him. Now defended by Jokic. The shot by Curry, no good. Pass it to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
And the jam by Stephen Curry.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by Los Angeles.
DeRozan against Sabonis. Here's Jokic. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Curry passes to Turner. Sabonis with the ball. Outside for Beal. Over Siakam. Rebound by Harrell. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Irving against Curry. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic just got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Harrell. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 4 assists in the game. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Back to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Beal from long range. He can't hit that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's DeRozan. Makes it off the glass. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Clarkson. Knocks down the 3-ball. Clarkson's got 10.
Well, it gives Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Curry against Irving. Outside DeRozan. From the arc. Harrell. It's good on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Curry. He's got 22. Pass to Beal. Second shot opportunity, and Turner hit the lay-in. Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
Miles Turner is simply a workhorse. I mean, he keeps plays alive with his length and activity.
Irving passes to Jokic. To the inside. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Jokic. And that's now 17 points for DeMar DeRozan. Curry looking it over. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. DeRozan passes to Harrell. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. Bradley Beal picks one up. The Lakers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
He's off on the first. It seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Eric Bledsoe checked in for the Pacers. Los Angeles on D. Good defense by Jokic.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all, and the first one drops. Jokic drops them both. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Indiana Pacers. With the floater, Anthony. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you, he will put it on time and on target.
Pass to Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 9 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Anthony against Hield. Anthony's shot is off. The Lakers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Here's Morant. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
Yeah, Eric Bledsoe just explodes off the screen, gets the separation he needs.
Bledsoe's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Hield outside. And the pass to Morant. Now, Jokic. Eric Gordon grabs the board. 1:27 left in the 3rd. Murray finds Gordon. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Adebayo is checked in for Steph Curry. And then for Los Angeles, Porzingis comes in for Jokic. And Collins subbed in for Harrell. 1:22 left in the 3rd quarter. Back to Bledsoe. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. Here is Bledsoe. He's got 6 to shoot. And he makes good on the layup. Bledsoe's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, this is a powerful ball handler with exceptional quickness. Bledsoe's becoming elite at taking defenders off the dribble.
And finished off by Morant.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Bledsoe outside. Markkanen against Collins. Markkanen kicks to Gordon. Sinks the triple.
And so many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Outside, Porzingis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. And that one misses.
I mean, the potential of Kristaps Porzingis, to me, could be terrifying as an opponent. This guy is an incredible big man with the ability to dominate both ends. I cannot wait to see what's next.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why
absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Andre Robertson out there at Bledsoe. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Gordon. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pacers' 5. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. To the paint. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there, you're correct. Here's Anthony, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, he's so tough to defend without fouling. Melo puts the defenders in tough spots.
Carmelo Anthony. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good for Anthony.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
Field outside. Inside. Grant. And it's sent back by Bledsoe. Here's Collins. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Oh, tried to dunk it all, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
You know, great scorers just have that knack. Get inside, it's either a bucket or a trip to the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. You and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Passes it to Collins. Down low, stolen by Gordon. Now the Pacers moving it up. Anthony leading the charge. And they pick up 2.
Nothing wrong with a little early offense. Anthony happy to oblige.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Full 24-second shot clock. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. is Bledsoe. He dishes it to Robertson. Back to Bledsoe. Moves back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
He has that powerful, chiseled frame. That allows Bledsoe to finish so well through contact.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. To the middle. It's rebounded by Robertson. And Indiana's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Anthony missing again. Redick surveying the D. He kicks it to Morant. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now, in the player empowerment era, have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Free throw, no good. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
This kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger the play. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done. And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
The Pacers making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And he can't hit the second. People look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
Hield with it. Sabonis defending. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one's on Eric Gordon.
You know, and with his height, it is really hard to affect Porzingis' shot without fouling him. He is a problem for defenders.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws good for Porzingis. And with Porzingis, as Dorsey mentioned, that energy he has is contagious.
Well, he is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? Porzingis can run the floor in transition. He can face up and shoot with range. He can put it on the deck, and he can play out of the post. What more could you ask?
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Anthony. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Anthony's got 9 points here in the second half. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. But they get it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce. What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And the rejection by Collins. Feeds it to Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
Well, it might be an understatement to say that's power at the rim. Go ahead, Russell Westbrook.
Bledsoe passes to Sabonis. Outside Anthony. Well, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Westbrook with it. Now Anthony defending. Westbrook missing again.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Morant. Outside Westbrook. On the wing, and that's off the glass and in.
We know this, Kevin. This mid-range game has always been attached to Russell Westbrook.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Clarkson. Bledsoe right side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Morant.
One thing we never questioned was the talent of Eric Bledsoe. What you love about what he has done now, he's shooting the ball better. He's become a more efficient player.
First free throw is good. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than 2s. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area 2s, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
It's Gasol missing. Indiana's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Count that one. Smart's got his first points of the night.
And this is where Marcus Smart has gotten so much better at reading the defense. He sees an open lane and he attacks it.
Outside Collins. Dishes to Reddick. From deep 3-point range, it's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Anthony. A rebound by the Lakers.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Clarkson passes to Carmelo. A rebound by the Lakers. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Morant. And no good. Good work defensively by Smart. Over Collins. Indiana again missing.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play called, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Unloads from 9. Count it.
If you leave someone open around Russell Westbrook, he knows it's his responsibility to find the open guy.
Bledsoe kicks to Sabonis. Outside Anthony. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
2 minutes to the ball.
Outside Westbrook. And the 3 off target. Indiana's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Nice shot by Smart.
I'll tell you, you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
Now here's Morant. Guarded by Bledsoe. Left side, Redick. It's blocked.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, Bledsoe with the kind of strength and wingspan that can cause trouble inside. Draws the foul there.
Eric Bledsoe. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. Lowry Markkanen's checked in for Indiana. Robertson comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And the Lakers also making a switch. Porzingis, he's checked in for John Collins. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. And here's the Lakers. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Outside, Redick. Markkanen pulls it in. And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Robertson. Rebounded by the Lakers. Outside Westbrook. So it's the Lakers taking care of business here to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight. Says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on the break tonight. How did you get into transition so easy?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Dave.